Tarbo.
Make your move, dead man.
Still don't recognize me, do you, Tarbo?
You're just another notch on my gun butt, stranger. Draw.
No, you're not tuned to the wrong channel. It's me, all right. Dobie Gillis. Know what I'm doing? I'm studying. That's right, I'm learning about life by watching a Western movie. And I've learned plenty, too. Like how a fella should always fight his own battles and not run away from danger or hide behind a woman's skirts. And how he should be brave and upstanding and fearless and never be afraid of bullies.
That's what I am.
You're brave and upstanding and fearless?
No, afraid of bullies.
Man, that's because you don't know how to handle them. With a bully, all you've got to do is look him straight in the eye and call his bluff.
Dobe, it's men like you to make this country great, and the city, too.
Here, give me the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dobe, do you remember that great, big, rough, tough bully, Butch Baumgartner? I mean, you and him had a fight last year on account of some chick, and he got kicked out of school and joined the Army and got sent to Alaska?
Yeah, lucky for him he got sent that far away.
Yeah. And remember how he said he was going to come back and get even with you and pound you in the ground like a tent-pegger like that?
Maynard talks cheap when you're up there safe in Alaska.
Like true. And that's exactly what I'm going to tell Butch when he gets back today, when you look him straight in the eye and call his bluff.
Right after I look who in the eye and call whose bluff?
Butch Baumgartner. It says right here. He's coming back to town on a 30-day furlough on the 12 o'clock bus.
High noon?
Yeah, like high noon.
So my old enemy, Butch Baumgartner, was coming back to town on the 12 o'clock bus, high noon. Well, there was only one manly thing to do, and I did it. I went to get advice because that's what I needed, advice, instantly and in quantity. Advice from someone who was a combination of Plato, Socrates, Dr. Schweitzer, and Jack Parr.
Get out of town.
Well, yes, Dad, I thought of that.
That's one way to do it. On the other hand, you can stay and fight like a man.
Fight?
Right, I knew you'd figure out to do it the right way, son. Now what we have to do is have some quick boxing lessons.
Dad.
Always remember, keep that left
Dad.
out and cross with the right.
Dad, there isn't time. Butch gets back to town on the 12 o'clock bus.
High noon?
High noon.
Oh, what are we getting all shook up about? This fight'll never happen anyway. This Baumgartner kid is bluffing.
Bluffing? Hey, do you really think so?
I know so. He comes from a whole line of bluffers. I know the whole family. I went to school with his uncle on his mother's side. You know, the public accountant.
Mr. Cacciatore?
Yeah, Chicken Cacciatore, we used to call him. Listen, boy, you go down there to that bus and face this kid, and I guarantee you he will turn to custard. Nice yellow lemon custard.
Dad, I'll do it. I'll march right down there and look him straight in the eye.
That's a boy. Why, I'll bet you there weren't over 30, 40 guys in his whole weight division when he won the heavyweight championship of the Alaskan Combat.
Now I'm going to call his heavyweight champion.
Yeah, knocking that guy out in 11 seconds of the first round. This has got to be a fluke, a lucky punch. Yeah, it's right there in the paper. Let me see that a minute. It's right underneath that picture of him wrestling a polar bear there. Of course, this has got to be a gag picture. You know, probably the bear was old and sick. Yeah, there it is. It is a gag picture. Look how they've retouched his muscles. Nobody looks that much like Tarzan. Yes, son?
Did you say lead with the left and slam with the right?
Oh, that's my boy who said that. Come here, son.
Yeah.
Now, one thing to remember. Always keep that left hand... Oh, you're a chip off the old block. There it is. Now, cross with the right.
The old block got chipped.
Oh, hi, Mom. Dad was just...
Showing you how to turn yourself into a primitive brute. I heard the whole thing and I'm shocked.
Winnie, this boy's got to learn to fight and quick.
Oh, no, he doesn't. I'm putting my baby on the next train for Cleveland. He's going to spend 2 weeks with his Aunt Margaret until all this excitement quiets down.
No, Winnie, I did not raise my boy to be a coward.
And I did not raise him to be a punching bag. Come, dear.
Winnie, he is going to stay here and fight like a man.
Oh, Herbert, please don't argue with me. You know I'm not well. The doctor says it's poor circulation.
Oh, the New York Times should have your circulation.
Oh, dear, why am I so faint? Why is everything spinning around so?
Because you are not getting your way, that's why.
Mom, are you all right? I'll get you a glass of water.
Thank you.
Dobie, you know your mother. This whole thing is an act. Every time she starts to lose an argument, she turns into Betty Davis altogether. You know it is a crying shame the Academy Award doesn't give something in your category, Best Dramatic Performance by the wife of an independent retail grocer.
I am only trying to do what is best for our son. Naturally, as his mother, I don't want to see him hurt, but truly, dear, I don't believe he wants to fight.
Are you kidding? My son? Not ready to get out there and fight like a tiger when somebody starts to shove him around? Oh, come on now. Hey, son, you want to laugh? Your poor, sweet, dear, peace-loving mother here doesn't think that you're just itching to get out there and trade punches with this Baumgartner or any other guy who tries to shove you around. And you don't care how big and mean and tough and bone-crushing they are, right? Go on, tell her, my tiger. Go on, speak up, Tiger. Don't be bashful. Tiger... Tomcat? Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Get him ready for Cleveland.
Oh, thank you, Herbert, thank you. It is the wisest course. I know I'm his mother. And now, darling, will you run down to the bank and take out $100 for his ticket and his expense money?
What are you talking about? We haven't had that kind of loot laying around since I don't know just when, but I think it was the year I sold the Hupmobile.
Gee, what am I gonna do?
I'm sorry to let you down, boy, but you're just going to have to figure some other way to get yourself out of this pickle.
You know, some other way. Wait, sure. Why didn't I think of this before? There is someone who can help me. Lorelei Lafferty.
Lorelei Lafferty? Oh, come now.
Maynard, that's no way to talk about the girl who's going to save me from becoming a one-man hospital ward.
But Lorelei Lafferty, she's the one with the big gun, all that skull cracking between you and Butch Baumgartner.
True, but she's the only one who can stop it. If she comes down to the bus station with me and tells Butch that I was only kidding when I said all those rotten things about him, maybe he'll change his mind about subdividing me. There's no other way out.
Oh, yes, there is, poor desperate good buddy. I like perfect way out.
Who says so?
I did just now, didn't you hear me?
Maynard.
Like, behold, the Maynard G. Krebs patented, humane, prefabricated, don't hurt the lion catcher.
Maynard.
Oh, it's a gas pipe sandwich. All we gotta do is push Butch into it.
Maynard, it's preposterous.
No, Dobie's prefabricated. It's Maynard G. Krebs.
Maynard, enough. I appreciate your suggestion, but not very much. Now, I'm going to stick to my original idea and go to see Lorelei Lafferty.
But that's hiding behind a woman's skirt. I mean, that's cowardly and chicken-hearted and unmanlike.
Yeah, how about that?
And anyway, she ain't gonna help you. I mean, you ain't seen her for a long time, and she's forgot you.
Maynard, Lorelei could never forget me. None of them ever forgets Dobie Gillis.
Dobie who?
Gillis, Dobie Gillis from Central High School, remember?
Dobie Gillis?
You know, Dobie with a B.
Oh, sure, I remember you. Hi.
Hi.
Whatever happened to that sick little beard you used to wear?
Yeah, Lorelei, that was my friend Maynard G. Krebs. I'm Dobie Gillis, the clean-cut, upstanding, high-minded fella.
Oh, well, come on in anyhow. Now, what can I do for you, Dobie?
That's Dobie with a... Never mind. Lorelei, my dear, in fond remembrance of all the
Do you mind if I go on with my ironing, huh?
No, I'll go right ahead. Lorelei, my dear, in fond remembrance of all the wonderful times we've had.
Hey, I forgot to turn down the cabbage. Oh, go back to sleep, Morton, darling. Mommy's right here. Now, Buster, where were you?
Nowhere.
Huh?
I didn't know you were married.
Oh, yeah, for over a year now.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Hey, no wonder you didn't know nothing about my getting married. Didn't you get into a fight with some fella, and they threw you out of school, and then you joined the Army, and you wound up like in the North Pole?
That's in like Alaska, but you're close. Look, Lorelei, the fella that got sent to Alaska wasn't me. It was Butch Baumgartner. We got into this fight because somebody said I called him a big nothing. And it isn't true. I didn't say it was a big nothing. Never in my whole life would I call him a big nothing.
Butch Baumgartner? Gee, I don't remember him.
Sure you do. Yeah, big nothing?
Oh, that Butch.
Now, he's getting back to town today on the 12 o'clock bus, and he's going to clobber me unless you come down to the bus station and tell him the whole fight was a misunderstanding.
Dear.
Please, Lorelei, just explain it to him. It's a matter of life and death, maybe both.
Oh, dear, well, of course I'll help you. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Ah, Lorelei, you're an angel of mercy, a Florence Nightingale.
Excuse me, friend. I adopt
Hey, Angel.
Charlie,
I'd like you to meet an old school friend of mine, Dobie Gillis. Dobie, this is my husband, Charlie. He works in cement.
Hiya, Dobie.
Dobie with a B.
Well, any friend of Lorelei's is a pal of mine.
Honey, Angel, Dobie wants me to do him a favor and go down to the bus station with him at noon.
Well, sure. I was supposed to go to a union meeting, but I'll skip it and stay on the mind of baby.
Okay, Lorelei, let's go.
Wait. Honey, Angel, you can't miss that union meeting. You'll get fined.
Oh, no, he
It's
won't.
more important to do your friend a favor.
I
I'll
won't-
go with him to the bus station.
Listen to
I
him.
won't let you miss the union meeting.
listen
Friendship
to
is more important than money.
Listen to him.
Money don't grow on
A friend
trees.
in need is a friend indeed.
Listen to him.
Empty purse, empty heart.
Don't listen. Thanks anyhow, Charlie, Lorelei.
Hey, how's about tomorrow, pal? I don't have no union meeting then.
Yeah, I could go down then with you. Or is that when I got that appointment at the beauty parlor?
Well, if I don't have a broken jaw, I'll call you. Bye.
Nice fellow. What'd you say his name was?
I don't know. Dobie Baumgartner, son.
Now I must face a man who hates me, or lie a coward, yes, lie a coward in my grave.
Hey, Doe.
Now what do you think of the Maynard G. Krebs patent? Humane.
Maynard, get me out of here before I forget what humane means.
Oh, that's an easy word, though. It means female human.
Maynard, never mind.
Sure, Dope, sure. I'll go release it. Hey. Don't go away.
I'll wait.
Tell me, kid, have you had any unusual experiences lately?
Bon voyage. Gorioski catches policemen, too.
There aren't many fellows who can make the statement that they were caught in a lion trap with a policeman in Maynard G. Krebs. In fact, I can't think of any fellows who'd want to make such a statement. But meanwhile, the clock kept marching on, minute by minute, toward high noon.
Okay, when are you going to start beating me with a rubber hose?
Let me give you just a little word of warning.
Yes, sir, your station house ship.
Don't ever let me catch you on my beat again.
Ever?
Maynard.
The nerve. Threaten such a sweet, lovable, true blue kid like me. And just try to find him when you need him.
Yeah, they... Hey, that's it.
What's it? What?
I'll get police protection. That's what I'll do. With the law standing right there, Butch Baumgartner can't lay a glove on me. Officer! Officer, wait! Maynard, my troubles are over. Officer, I've got to talk to you. I want you to arrest a lawbreaker.
Arrest?
Uh-huh.
What's the charge?
Assault and battery.
Where?
At the bus station.
Time of the assault?
At 12 o'clock sharp.
High noon?
High noon.
Why'd you take so long to report this?
What, wait, it hasn't even happened yet. Listen, officer, as a taxpayer, I demand protection.
You, a taxpayer? Oh, come now.
Well, my father is, and he's also a pretty big man in this town. For your information, he just happens to be a good friend of the chief of police.
Oh, he knows my Uncle Fred.
Your Uncle Fred?
My little joke.
Fine time for jokes.
Yeah, my good buddy's gonna get murderized, and you're doing bits.
Yeah.
Okay, just give me the facts.
Well, you see, officer, a couple of years back, I had this rumble with Butch Baumgartner.
Did you hurt him bad?
Him? Oh, come now.
Yeah, well, actually, I didn't hurt him too bad.
Well, actually, you ran like a bunny. If you hadn't caught your pants on a nail, you would have set numerous track and field records.
Then you didn't strike the aforementioned Baumgartner.
No, it's Butch. Aforementioned is his sister's name. Where's the Gladys?
Man. No, sir, I didn't strike him.
Well, did he strike you?
All I got at Dobie was a piece of pants hanging on a nail.
Maynard.
Enough?
Enough. And good thing.
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Then after this gory combat, what happened then?
Butch joined the Army.
To forget?
No, he was drafted. But he promised to come back and clobber me the minute he got a furlough, which is today. He's coming in on the 12 o'clock bus.
High noon.
High noon. And I demand police protection.
That's what you're gonna get, kid.
Oh, boy, you'll lock him up.
You bet.
Great.
As soon as he clobbers you.
Hey, you bud. Who, me? You,
your name Dopey?
Yeah, that's Dobie with a B.
You're the character that needs some muscle, true?
Yeah, muscle?
Yeah, I hear somebody wants to ugly you up.
Huh?
So you can maybe use a smidgen of help in the strong-arm department.
Oh, where'd you hear that?
A joker with a beard was talking about it over there.
Couldn't be Maynard. He wouldn't tell anybody. Who was he talking to?
A squirrel up in a tree.
It was Maynard. You're a strong-arm man?
Ratsy Ruffner at your service. Ruffner Easy Credit Strong-Arm Service.
Have muscle, will tussle?
That's me.
Like hi, Dobe. Oh, like bye, Dobe.
Look, don't be scared, Maynard. Don't be scared. I'm discussing a business matter with these gentlemen. Now, what are your charges for, shall we say, taking care of a certain party?
You just tell us when, where, how, and the number of weeks you want him in a cast.
Well, he's going to be in town for a month.
A month. Sounds like a 5-man job. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Dobe, good buddy. Tell me I ain't hearing good with my ears.
Maynard, stay out of this, please.
Dobe, don't you remember what they say in them Western movies? Like a guy's got to fight his own fights. I mean, he's got to be brave and upstanding and fearless.
Maynard.
Only a bad guy does what you're doing, Dobe. And you're a good guy. I mean, you're like honest and true and loyal. And I ain't never once seen you wearing a black hat.
Yeah, look, Maynard, you don't understand. This is different. It's like when the good guys form a posse to get the bad guys, a 5-man posse.
But what if Butch gets a 10-man posse?
Then we scares up a 20-man posse, right, boss?
Listen, right.
Yeah, then Butch gets 40 men, and then you get 80 men, and then... Well, who can count that high? But everybody's fighting. Don't do it, Dobe. This could trigger off a big one.
Maynard.
Oh, no, Dobe.
Look.
I mean, the whistle blows and everybody goes, and I mean, this is the way war starts. I mean, boom, boom.
What are you, cat? For some kind of a troublemaker?
Oh, no, you hooliganship.
Yeah, let go of him, Ratsy.
I'm just a normal American lovable boy, your Alcatraz ship.
You miserable punk. I ought to break you in half for bookends!
Gillis? Gillis, I just been on the phone to headquarters and the judge wants to see you right now.
Oh, gee, officer, that's not fair. I didn't do anything. Why drag me down there?
I'm ashamed of you, good buddy, carrying on like that. If it's policemanship, let's take you down and see the judge. There's only one thing to do.
Yeah, I know.
Run like a bunny.
Maynard, I've got to stay and face the music. Okay, I'm ready to go with you, officer. If I have to meet trouble, at least I can meet it with courage and dignity and poise.
You? Oh, come now. Hey, Dobe, what about courage and dignity and poise?
What about bread and water in 30 days? I tell you, Maynard, if the judge locks me... Hey, that's it. That's it, 30 days.
Yeah, 30 days. It's almost 2 weeks.
Yeah. Look, Maynard, that's how long Butch Baumgartner's going to be in town. Right now, if I spend all that time behind bars, he'll never be able to touch me. Good thinking, huh?
Bad thinking, huh? Judges are nice people. They don't send nobody to jail for a month unless they're, like, mean and rotten and hooligan-y.
Yeah. I'm Knuckles Gillis, see? And I'm mean and rotten and hooligan-y. There's only one way to handle me, and that's toss me in the cooler for 30 days, yeah.
Hey, Dobe, you're cute.
Not cute. Mean and rotten, yeah. And that's what the judge is gonna find out. Yeah.
Good morning, boys. Which one of you is Dobie Gillis?
Me, I'm Gillis, see, and I got something to say to you, see?
Just a moment, please. Bailiff, on that Clobber case, you better make that sentence 8 months instead of 6. Normally, I'm very lenient in these things, but when a man talks back to a judge, I show no mercy. No mercy whatever. Now, what did you want to talk to me about, Mr. Gillis?
Good morning, Your Honor, sir.
Hey, Dobe, I thought you were going to be mean.
Maynard, never mind.
There's no need for you to be frightened, Mr. Gillis. What? Judge Baumgartner speaking.
Judge Baumgartner?
Relax, Dobe. I'll see you every visiting day.
Oh, yes, dear. Butch, on the 12 o'clock bus? All right, dear, I'll meet him. Yes, goodbye. Mr. Gillis, is your complexion always vivid green?
Only on the outside. Inside it's kind of crummy yellow.
Your Honor, I feel kind of sick.
Is it because my son is coming home today?
Well, that does help.
I've heard some talk about you two boys, and I might as well tell you that I'm going to put an end to the trouble today.
Attaboy, Judgeship, because today he was going to put an end to Dobe.
Now, if my boy is still a bully, and I admit that before he went into the Army, he was a doozer, I'll see that he doesn't touch you. You're under my protection, you understand?
Like Wild.
I'm a public servant. It's my duty to protect those who can't protect themselves. Laws are made to be enforced to help those who are weak, defenseless, and helpless.
That's my good buddy.
Now then, if you get into any trouble, be sure to ask for help. There's always someone there who will help people like you.
You hear that? Weak, defenseless, helpless, spineless good buddy?
Maynard.
Who says it don't pay to be chicken-hearted?
Maynard.
I mean, Dobie, you're safe. You're out of the frying pot.
Maynard, that's frying pan, and you're wrong. I'm not safe. Because I don't want to be safe. Not that way. Not by taking help from other people.
Do I understand that you're rejecting my offer, Mr. Gillis?
Do I understand you're aching for a broken head, Mr. Gillis?
Judge Baumgartner, I appreciate what you want to do for me, but I'm not weak and helpless and defenseless. At least I don't think I am, and now I've got to prove it to myself.
Poor broken-headed Dobe.
There are certain battles a fella has to fight for himself, and all the help that you or the police department or Lorelei Lafferty can give me is nothing compared to the help I can give myself.
Poor broken-legged Dobe.
You know now, when Butch arrives at that bus station, I've got to meet him alone.
Alone?
Alone?
Alone. I found out that there is no help except the help a fella gives himself. When the chips are down, I still have to do it myself. It's my battle, and I'm going to fight it.
Dear, you know that I feel that fighting and violence never solve anything. But you've made your decision, and I'm proud of you for sticking to it.
Thanks, Mom. Dad, I'm awful sorry you pawned your lodge trophies to buy my ticket to Cleveland, but you see now that I just can't take this money. Thanks anyhow, an awful lot.
Son, you have just made me the proudest independent storekeeper in town.
Thanks, Dad. Well, I guess I better get started for the bus station. It's almost noon. High noon.
Well, good luck, boy.
Take care of yourself, dear.
I do not know what fate awaits me. I only know I must be brave. And I must face a man who hates me. Or lie a coward, a craven coward, or lie a coward in my grave.
Look, Gillis. No, you look, Butch. I've lived with fear ever since I heard you were coming back to town, and that was long enough to last me a lifetime. I'm saying goodbye to it right now. I'm facing up to what I have to do so I can walk down the street without being afraid of who I might run into around the next corner. That kind of peace of mind's worth a lot more than all the broken bones you might give me. So come on, Butch, fight.
It's not fair. I'll kill you.
All right, then start killing, because I'm not going to run, now or ever. If you knock me down, I'll get up. And if you knock me down again, I'll get up again. And I'll keep getting up as long as you keep knocking me down, because that's how much this means to me. So come on, Butch, fight.
You know I was set to beat your head in. But if you've got the nerve to talk to me like that, I'd feel stupid trying to get even. Put her there, Tiger.
Tiger? Me?
You bet. Hey, where could a guy get a cool drink around here?
I gotta love that boy. I just gotta.
Hey, get a bag.
Keep your left up. Keep your chin down.
Yeah, otherwise that's where you'll be down.
Hey, Butch, you great big other, I bet you can't catch me like
Cut that out. I'll hang you in the freezer to dehydrate.
What's the matter?
Oh.